Today I'm watching Goosebumps Season 2, Episode 16, How to Kill a Monster. I was terrified of the show growing up. I never watched it, anything spooky I stayed away from. I was way too scared. I've since started watching it and really enjoy it. I even have some of the books, which I haven't read, but I would love to, and do like a comparison of the show and a book review. It's great to see some actors who went on to do bigger things as well. Some of them got like their starting parts in this show when they were younger, so I'm really enjoying the show. And I know there is a newer version out, and I think a few movies as well that I will watch at some point, but I always try and watch the original first if I haven't seen it. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Guess is that you guess? Oh, great, my allergies.
I was just gonna say, does he have allergies in his sweater vest at 8 years old?
Well, they're getting kind of old, you know. My dad says sometimes they forget things. Yeah, like us.
This kid looks familiar. I can't place him right now, but he looks so familiar.
Home. No, wait. Rose, that's my grandmother. Come on.
Also, this cab just like dropped them off.
What's gumbo?
Like in the middle of nowhere. Like, yeah, let's follow this random sign.
So why doesn't she just call it soup?
And he has a briefcase. Like, who's this kid?
There it is. Grandma's house.
Oh, it looks real welcoming for sure, yeah.
Did he actually live in it?
Looks very condemned. And I love like the sibling dynamic between them. There's always some like rivalry as well.
Grandma? Grandpa? There's nobody home.
It's my swamp. If Shrek makes an appearance, this is the best episode ever. Oh, was that a golf ball in its eye? Oh my god. Taxidermied animals, no thank you.
I'm going back out to the swamp.
Yeah, good idea, bud.
Go on the honeymoon with them?
There wouldn't even be a honeymoon if your dad hadn't begged my mom to marry him.
My dad begged.
Oh, they're step-siblings? That makes a little bit more sense why they're so different also.
Grandma?
Gretchen. Oh.
The kid's just sweating with his forehead. Oh.
Greg.
It's Clark.
All right then. Come on, who wants gumbo?
Oh, nothing to see here. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I'm guessing that's the monster. Okay. And I like how they do, like, they'll just show a hand or something like that. If they, I'm assuming this would have been not a high budget, so they might not have had the budget to show a huge monster. Is gumbo so spicy?
It's delicious, Grandma. I've never tasted chicken done like this before.
That's because it ain't chicken. It's gator.
Oh, God. No, thank you.
Needs more hot sauce.
This kid's like crying. Like, it's so spicy.
And this is the newest member of the family, Craig.
So you're a hunter, huh?
Yeah, well, not today. Got all the way to the swamp and forgot the bullets.
I'm guessing for more gators.
Forgot to pick them up at the airport, Eddie.
Oh, did I know about that?
It doesn't matter now.
They seem real responsible. Nat.
I have a feeling this is going to be a very exciting weekend.
Now sit down and enjoy your gator gumbo, everyone. Ugh.
Maybe some new kind of animal evolved. Something we haven't seen before, and it's out there right now.
This guy's read too many horror movies. Oh, or seen too many horror movies. Oh my god.
Taste of human flesh.
Well, that's grim. And And I like how they're all like slightly different. Like this time we have the swamp and the grandparents and these step siblings. Sometimes it's cousins, sometimes the best friend. But I like that they really play up the different dynamics with the family and the different settings. Like we had a scarecrow episode, and you know, they really try and change it up.
Yeah, you sure won't. That's just
An old storage room full of...
old storage thing.
Wow, that was convincing for sure.
You wouldn't want to get crushed by a...
By an old stored thing now, would you?
Could they be more vague? Oh my goodness. This definitely looks like a miniature. Like, I don't know if the outside would be accurate. I'm assuming they would have filmed somewhere else, but yeah, it looks like a miniature for sure. Oh my gosh.
Catch me first.
This little rascal.
You can't hide forever, Clark, and you have to sleep sometime.
Yeah, let's go explore the creepy attic.
What happened to
Is this Roller Coaster Tycoon? They just stopped building the stairs. Oh my god, what's going on?
Clark?
It's alive! It's alive!
Okay, that's enough. Let's get out of here.
Oh, that actually looks really cool though. Like, that's actually pretty well done. So creepy.
Duh. Come on.
What are they doing?
Taking off on their sidecar. They're like, see ya, enjoy the monster. Bye. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. There's the monster.
Just put a little too much hot sauce in your gumbo.
Yeah, they're like, we needed to feed the monster, literally. Oh my god, that thing is so creepy with the scales. I'm guessing it's a person in a costume, but it still looks so creepy. I can imagine if you would have watched this as a kid, it would have been terrifying. Save Craig. It's like a dinosaur, yeah, swamp monster, amphibian something. It's so creepy.
This is the way out! Come on, I've got an idea!
The staircase that go nowhere, that's your idea? Come on, girl. Apparently stairs aren't an issue, so he's just following you. Oh, slowly going the way of the buffalo. Just drove him over the ledge. Bye! How to kill a swamp monster. Take him to a staircase that falls.
It's a monster. We? Come on, let's get out of here.
And I always like how the kids like rescue themselves. Like the parents aren't really involved. The kids are the ones who are able to solve their own problems. A monster. Yeah, I think the grandparents set you up as bait for the monster, bud. They took off. They don't care. Bye!
I bet they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Hey, wait for me.
They probably just locked the front door and leave the back one open.
That is an intense lock to do accidentally, though. There was like a huge bar. Yeah, it's not accidental.
Hey, wait a sec. Look.
Excellent. Maybe there's a key inside.
Did they leave a note saying, yes, we are sacrificing you to the swamp monster?
And Craig.
It's Clark.
It didn't stay dead.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
I don't know. Maybe they just forgot.
How do you forget about it?
Yeah, no kidding. So casual.
It won't be coming back to life again. What?
And there it is! Yeah, you had to say it.
You're kidding. It's a swamp monster. They eat anything.
I hope so. I got an idea.
Oh my god, are they gonna make gumbo and feed it to the swamp monster? Amazing. It's too spicy. That's a lot of hot sauce and jalapenos.
You think it'll work?
It has to.
Gumbo would not be my first plan on how to kill a monster, but hey, let's try anything. Just all the spices. Using carrots to stir. Give it to the swamp monster. He'll eat anything. I like that cool shot for them in the closet, plugging his nose with like the light coming through like the slats in the door. Again, so cool, and the sound effects, terrifying. Steam, because it's so spicy. Oh, the steam coming out of his mouth, amazing.
What makes you think there's a way out down here?
I've got an idea.
Not another one.
The creepy cellar is never the way out.
Bother the thing.
Oh, please. I bothered it. You're the one that dropped him down the stairs.
Well, at least I...
Is this thing Michael Myers? It's still alive. You're next, Clark. Yeah, see you later. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is he doing? He was like gonna pull out his tongue or something, but apparently just stuck his hand in his mouth and that's what does it. That's his kryptonite? What?
Is it really dead this time?
Oh my god. Oh! Well, I think you can safely say the green goo explosion. Yeah, oh my god. Grim. His whole head exploded.
It grabbed me. I'm close enough to its face to become its lunch, and then it starts sneezing.
Does the monster have allergies? Oh my gosh. That's the twist.
It would have gotten out anyway. And besides, you did have a lot of good ideas about how to kill it.
That's okay.
Still covered in this green goo.
Yes, we do, brother.
Hey, check that letter. You might say when your grandparents are getting back.
I'm sure they'll be thrilled. We've killed the swamp thing. It's safe to come home now and eat your gumbo in peace.
We didn't tell you about it because we didn't want to scare you. Just don't disturb it and everything will be fine.
Oh, so...
Classic tale all this time. Shot a monster.
So we're locking you in until we get back. Whatever happens, don't go out into the swamp after dark.
Locking them in for their own safety, of course. Oh my goodness. I don't think they were gonna go to the swamp anyway, but... Well, so that was my first time watching Goosebumps Season 2, Episode 16, How to Kill a Monster, as we see these step-siblings, you know, going to grandparents' house and meeting this new family for Clark, not Craig, and obviously they encounter this monster. I was expecting more of a twist at the end. I thought when they killed the monster, maybe the grandparents would be more involved, maybe they'd come back, something like that, but no, it was just that they're now in the exact situation that they were warned not to be in because they didn't read the back of the note, I guess, is the moral of the story, is that double check the note. And especially, like, everything that Clark had said, you know, as soon as they sit down to eat the gumbo, he's like, maybe there's a swamp monster, you know, and has this elaborate backstory, and maybe that was the story for the actual monster, and the fact that they just leave a note being like, well, we killed the monster, you know, don't worry about it. And this isn't the first time we've seen the parents or the adults in the show not be the most responsible and clearly leave the kids at home by themselves, lock them in, which they put in the note to be like, oh, you know, just so you don't go out into the swamp, we want to make sure you're safe. And it was just like, I don't think that's a great idea, locking them in the house with a monster. And these kids, you know, like we've seen before in Goosebumps, the kids are able to save themselves. No adults are really around. They have to figure this out. And You know, they try throwing it off the stairs. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, let's make spicy gumbo. Okay, that doesn't work. And going back to that first scene where Clark, you know, sneezes because he has allergies, turns out the monster also has allergies. So I did like that little tie-in. I think if you were a kid reading that, you would think that that was, you know, an interesting tie-in. Maybe you had allergies and could relate to that. And I like that they keep it the way that they would kill a monster. You know, they're not using weapons. They're using things that kids would think of, like, you know, she knows the stairs don't have, you know, a continuation. She knows they end randomly, which is also weird, but she knows that that's a trap. So she, you know, goes up there, leads the monster up there, and that doesn't work. And then, you know, okay, let's make this spicy gumbo. They were really struggling through it, so that maybe the monster would have the same effect. And you have that fun scene in the kitchen where they're putting all the ingredients in and just buckets of peppers and buckets of, you know, spices and just everything they could think of, thinking, okay, this will do it. And it does temporarily. And then, of course, you know, third time's the charm when we have Clark put his hand in the creature's mouth, you know, in this like valiant attempt to save his sister. And I do like in the show how even though there is frequently, you know, sibling rivalry, which I feel like is, you know, pretty common, you know, sometimes they get along better than others, but they usually come together at some point, whether it's friends or cousins or whatever the family dynamic is for the episode. We see them, you know, bonded at the end, still covered in this green goo from the monster, but, you know, Clark's like, save yourself, like, I'll get this. And, you know, at first I thought he was trying to rip the monster's tongue out, which I wasn't sure how that was gonna work, but literally just had his arm in his mouth and then keels over, and they suspect that it must be because the monster is allergic to him, which was interesting. I wasn't expecting that tie-in, but yeah, that was fun. I really liked the house, the set. I feel like it was miniatures for the exteriors, and then obviously the interiors would have been filmed somewhere else, but this, you know, dilapidated house in the middle of this bayou, this swamp situation, and, you know, the taxidermy and alligator in the gumbo. He's like, oh, the chicken doesn't taste like this. Like, that's because it's alligator. And the characters of the grandparents, and the acting isn't ever like amazing, but I thought it was decent. And the kid who played Clark, I recognize him. I'll have to look it up. I missed his name in the credits, but he just looks so familiar. I'm sure I've seen him in other stuff. I just couldn't place it right now. But that monster was terrifying. The effects, like the costume, it definitely looked like just a person in a monster costume, but it still would have been terrifying if you would have watched this when you were a kid. Like, it was so creepy, so well done with these scales, and even just like the movements and the sounds and everything, terrifying. And the fact that it just keeps coming back to life. Of course, the green goo exploding head scene at the end, you know, okay, let's go check to see if it's dead, and just this wall of green goo covers them, and, you know, okay, we know he's dead now for sure. So great scene for that. And a great way to, you know, end this monster story, basically, is now they've killed him. But if there's more swamp creatures out there, is Clark just gonna have to hang around so that he can kill off more of them now that they know they might be allergic to him? Like, it doesn't seem like the problem's really solved, and now they're just kind of stuck alone at the edge of the swamp as, you know, night falls, and the grandparents are nowhere to be found. So maybe that was the twist, is like, will they make it? Will they not? I haven't read the book, but let me know in the comments, without any spoilers, if the books are basically just the episodes, if they take some big creative leaps. I feel like they would stick pretty true to the source material because the books were so popular and, you know, everybody loved them, and it'd be hard to take this short story and change it too much without changing everything. So I feel like they'd have to be pretty true to the books. Overall, I thought it was a good episode. It reminded me a little bit of the Scarecrow episode, just because it feels like it was the similar dynamic with some of the characters, and I enjoyed it. The monster thing was terrifying, really well done, and I thought maybe we'd only see like the arm because that's what we see in that first shot, and I was like, okay, maybe the budget, they didn't have to do the whole creature, but we definitely see the whole creature. And of course, the exploding head scene with the green goo was great. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. I was just gonna say, does he have allergies in his sweater vest at 8 years old? It's my swamp. If Shrek makes an appearance, this is the best episode ever. We've killed the swamp thing. It's safe to come home now and eat your gumbo in peace. Yeah, let's go explore the creepy attic. It's like a dinosaur, yeah, swamp monster, amphibian, something. It's so creepy.